Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. And this week, our special guest is Pam Bauer. And Pam, we need to talk a little bit about what you've been doing for the great city of Bathurst.
I love Bathurst. Absolutely love it. Although I have to admit, I'm a transplant. I'm not a lifer from here. I am a maritimer, so I appreciate the maritime vibe. But, I'm relatively new to town, only about 3.5 years here. But, it does feel like home. Can't see myself leaving anytime soon. So,
Well, that's kind of the stuff we like to hear. And as you know, this week we were number 4 on the top 10 places to live in all of Canada.
isn't that great?
You're
Oh,
reinforcing it by saying that you're glad to be here and you don't plan on leaving soon. So that's great news. But on top of that, you've been here for a short period of time, and you've started an initiative to really showcase some of the stuff that we do in Bathurst. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
really? Just COVID too this year has been kind of we were talking about a little bit earlier, and
Yeah.
we kind of find ourselves in unprecedented times where I don't know, just having to do things differently, a little more isolated. And some of the challenges with that is people kind of lonely, and I don't know, you just don't realize how much a smile or a random act of kindness can make a huge difference in someone's life.
Yeah.
And so I was involved in some things with some friends of mine, and we were seeing that, like just stopping and shoveling someone's driveway, or steps, or taking them some food, and the response was exponentially through the roof, like the impact that it had. So anyway, there's a few of us got together, some moms, kids, grandmas, whatever, and it's like, what if we could do 2021 random acts of kindness in 2021 and see what happens. So we bought 1,000 business cards, and we said, let's just start doing random acts of kindness and encouraging other people to pay it forward. And, ripple effects, hey, the water, we live near the water, ripple effects would be amazing. So, well, okay, if we're going to do that, we're going to need a website. So fortunately, I have some connections and some family that's really tech savvy, more tech savvy than me. So they did some branding for us. Hey, if you look at our business card, that's the skyline of Bathurst on there. It's a really cool,
Oh, that's
really
gorgeous.
cool business card.
Really
I love
is.
the logo. Love it. So we have signs with this on it, and we just take them around town and do stuff. But we did a Facebook page. We did a website. And one of the cool things on the website is we want to do a counter of all these acts of kindness. So I think as of today, I checked, and we're at 649, which,
Imagine that for a number.
well, yeah, I know, go buy a ticket. Just kidding. We started this on March the 1st, Bob.
So how do people? So the counter is going up. So how
Yeah.
does the counter move? How does that happen?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. Thanks for asking that. If you go on our Facebook page, okay, you'll see all the stuff we're doing, and it'll connect you, or you go on our website. So if you go on lovebathurst.ca, there is a counter at the bottom of the page, but there's also like a submission thing where you can just put your name. You can even drop up to 10 photos or videos. And then what we do is we take that and we celebrate that on our Facebook page, or we put it in our blog on our website or whatever. So it's interesting to have kind of a social media presence or a website, internet presence, where we can be tracking the acts, but also celebrating the stories. Because let's be honest, the stories that's the fun part. That's the inspirational part. It's not just us 3 people trying to do 2,000 acts of kindness. It's us trying to help spark and inspire everyone to do it,
And that's like well, before we had this, we started this interview. We were talking about an interview that I did a few weeks back with Mayor Fraser Tolmie from Moose Jaw.
Moose Jaw, yeah.
It was all, and he talked about that. Is it all about story? And Bathurst is all about stories.
Yep.
Just before we got on a while ago, you said, well, how do we get information from one to another? And there's lack of advertising sometimes, but that's what we do. It's all about story. We're all storytellers.
Yep.
We're all telling a story, or there's something going on, and passing it on to others, and that's how we rely on getting the message out. So why not get the message out to the rest of the world that that's who we are, and we have a good stories to tell. We do great things. We do 649 acts of kindness in 11 days since you started tracking this down. And it looks like you're easily going to reach the 2021 before
Well,
2021
okay.
ends.
So I did tell you I'm a dreamer. So I'm thinking, why not 20,000 to 22,221?
Why
Why
not?
not? You know, last week we kind of did I don't know, last weekend it was sort of our launch week, right? So we did a lot of posts. And one thing we did last weekend, just so simple, some donations come in for gift cards for Tim Hortons. And someone said, hey, here's $100. Why don't you do something to pay it forward? Okay, I'll do something. So I went and bought $100 in Tim Hortons gift cards. And I went in to Tim Hortons and I said, take this $100 and just use it to pay for everybody's coffee. If they order a whole meal, just pay for their coffee and give them one of these cards. It says Love Bathurst. And I had written on it, pay it forward. Coffee compliments of Love Bathurst. Find some way to pay it forward. Got a number of messages on our Facebook page that night. Thank you for the coffee. What a great way to make me, you made me smile. And
And it's so simple and it doesn't take very much.
that's
So
exactly it.
putting all this thing together, I challenge everybody that listened to Northern Heat to go out and support Pam and her friends on what they're doing. And it's not just supporting them; it's supporting our region. It's supporting
That's right.
Bathurst.
Yeah.
So again, dare to share this interview on Facebook with everybody that you know. Let the world know what we're doing, and at the same time, as Pam's talking about, it's pay it forward. Pay it forward by
Yeah.
sharing what we're doing. It's going to help everybody out. It's going to get more people to come and visit Bathurst, move to Bathurst, and that helps all the local businesses. It helps everybody out. It helps. It keeps our
Yeah.
services in place. It just grows and grows and grows. And one initiative after another. And if we all work together, we can make this happen. So,
Yeah.
on behalf of all the residents of Bathurst, myself, everybody here at Thermalwood, Pam, I want to thank you and your friends for doing what you're doing and to keep up the good work.
Thank you, Bob. Well, and remember, when you do your thing, whatever it might be, whatever random act of kindness you and your friends all think of, make sure you go to lovebathurst.ca and send us some pics so we can inspire hundreds of others.
Well, again, this is what all Northern Heat is about, is that how do we turn up the heat in our region? And you and your friends are demonstrating that. So again, thank you
Thanks,
very
Bob.
much.